A lot of people have been asking me to make a proof video that this does in fact work. I guess some people are still skeptical. So I thought I'd just make a video that quickly runs through what it does and how it works. Essentially, I have set up here an ECU from, I believe this is like a 93 Talon or something like that. Hooked up to a power supply there. And connected to the ECU's data port, and everything that you would basically hook up to the OBD port is connected directly. So you see it's idling right now. The blue light is flashing because it's not connected to Bluetooth, and the LEDs are scrolling because it's in what's called idle mode. So on the tablet I have here, I'm just going to open up the application. We'll go to new to go into a new graph screen, and then go into settings, connect device, and we want to scan for devices. I have some in here, but those are from previous connections, I guess you would say, testing the devices. I have a few while it loads there, scans. You don't want to hit the null. If you hit the null, it'll cause an error. The safest way, I guess you could say, to connect would be to go through the settings. But if you wait for it to actually populate the name, you can connect through this dialog as well. So I'm going to go ahead and tap that, and we're going to pair it. Hit OK, and it is paired and connected. You see the blue light turns steady and stops flashing. So I'm just going to go ahead, and these are the sensors that you can pick from. I'm just going to pick battery, because battery is going to be the only thing essentially that I'm going to actually be able to monitor, due to the fact that the ECU isn't connected to a car. And all you have to do is hit unpause, and if you tap that, that is what starts the graphing. Change the colors like so. Do timing advance because it's like a steady 5 degrees, and you see how it displays two different graphs. Samples per second, that tells you how many samples you're getting per second, how many samples of each sensor. So that means that you're getting 6 battery samples per second. And if you uncheck graph, you'll notice that I've implemented what creates a max and a min. So what will happen is there's a green bar that will decrease for your minimum, and then a red bar that will increase to whatever the maximum is. It helps you keep track of what's happened. You know, be useful for things such as knock, or something like that. You know, something that you're trying to actually find a peak value for or a minimum value for. But yeah, no wires, and it'll go. I mean, the longest I've tested it is 3 hours at one shot, and then I just ended up stopping it. If you hit log, it will start to save all the outputs from that point on. So you can actually make 2 different logs. You can uncheck log and then check it again. That'll make 2 different logs. And then we'll just pause to stop. Then it goes back into idling. And that is how it works.